Hello everyone and welcome to my channel for Craftsmith. We have been working on the previous videos on basic knitting techniques. The one that we are going to learn today is one of my favorites, and it's one that I knit the most, but it's also the most complicated one from the four previous ones. The name is Seed Stitch. It has some bumps from the stitches that resemble seeds. It creates a nice effect, and it's great for scarves, hats, blankets, and it's identical on both sides, the right and the wrong side. So to start, we will need knitting needles. I like to use my metal number 10, but I have found lately these made in bamboo that is also nice to work with. So don't forget to use different materials and different yarns to try on and see what is best for you. I knit using the yarn around my neck. It helps me to control my work because like this I use my two hands. I use my two hands, and the work like this, it's never too loose or too tight. So to start, we will need to cast on the stitches one at a time. So with the yarn around my neck and the end of the yarn on my right side, on the left with my finger I am wrapping the yarn and creating a loop. With my right end, from the right to the left, I will dig my needle on that loop, wrap the needle with the yarn with the help of this finger, and pop the stitch off on the needle. Again, the left with my finger, I'm creating a loop. I'm wrapping the yarn, digging my needle with the help of this finger, wrapping, and pop the stitch off on the needle. 2 stitches, 3, 4, and you see I'm gonna need more yarn, so I will release. So I've got 4 stitches, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is enough. I've got 10 stitches, and now let's start the new row with a seed stitch. So the first stitch, I'm gonna put the yarn around my neck again, but this time the ball is gonna be on my right side. There we go. I'm wrapping the yarn with this finger, so it helps me to control what I'm doing. And now the first stitch of the row, after we have the 10 stitches, the 10 first cast on, when we start the first row, the first stitch I will just pass it to the needle without doing anything with it. Just like that. Oops. Yeah, I just pass it just like as it is. It helps to keep the work straight like this. Yeah, it helps to. This is a scarf, and as we can see, it's straight. Okay, so the first stitch, it's done. The yarn is on my side, is facing me. So I will dig my needle on the right side of the loop, and I wrap the needle with the yarn with the help of this finger and pop the stitch off on the needle. Yeah. Now the next stitch, the yarn needs to be on the other side of the needle, so I'm doing this on the other side. I'll dig my needle from the left side of the loop. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it with the help of my finger and pop the stitch off on the needle, and I'll pass the yarn on in front of me. So again, in front of me is always on the right side of the loop. Pass it to the other side. In front of me. The other side. In front of me. The other side. In front of me now. And we've got the first row is done. So let's go to the second one. So this is more or less like the 1 per 1 rib stitch that we try to repeat the stitches over and over the previous rows to have this effect, the 1 per 1 rib. So here we're going to try to repeat exactly the same pattern. Here what we do is the next row I'm gonna need to repeat the sequence, but making sure that I'm doing it over the opposite stitch. So this sequence is gonna be the opposite of this one. Yeah. So the second row, I just need to make sure where is the stitch. So on this one we can see perfectly. The first one we never do anything with it. Yeah, we take it as it is. So we're just gonna look at the second stitch, and the second stitch actually the second stitch is in front of me. So it's the one when I have the yarn in front of me. Can you see the stitch? The stitch is here, right in front of me. So I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to pull the yarn over the other side, on the left side, and pull it off and pass it, the yarn to my side. Again, and the stitch is in front of me. I'm doing the opposite thing. I just changed the sequence, and that will give me a total different result. Here we go. On the other side. And on my side. The other side. There we go. And now we start to see actually the seeds. Yeah, we start to see. I'm gonna have this effect, this one. Yeah, that's it. Just remember to keep the same sequence, but if the stitch is in front of you, you need to pull the yarn on the other side. Okay, I hope you find this easy and hope you could try it. Hope to see you next time. Until then, take care, and always remember to have fun doing this. Okay, bye.